Welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna look at Clove on Fracture. Today is actually already day 40 of playing every agent on every map. Today's agent Clove is the highest played agent in ranked play, and I kind of can see why, because she is basically a Reyna with smokes. Being that, most of the players that play Clove actually don't play Clove the right way, because they don't really know where to place smokes. That's why my video is here to show you how to place smokes in the right way, how you can do some like really creative plays, and how you can use the other abilities of Clove to their best potential. Bro, biggest bot fight ever. This would be a great insert for a sponsor or something like that. Like Aim Labs. But since I'm not big enough yet, my only sponsor is my Twitch and my YouTube. So if you can, leave a like and a sub, or even come to say hi to me on Twitch where I stream almost daily. Anyways, so let me log in now and win the round.
One enemy remaining.
Oh! Oh!
Good job.
Bro, I went from the biggest bot to the best player in the game. Starting off with A-side defense. On A-side defense, there isn't much you can do. You can only smoke the common chokes, like for example here, and drop, or even the door in front of you. Another thing you can do with a Clove, however, is use your orb, your metal, to open this door right here. You just throw it, and then everyone behind the door is gonna be hit by the metal. This is especially good if you hear them taking the orb, because like that, they're gonna be distracted, and you can get some free damage off of the players that are taking the orb. Plus, good thing is also that your orb does a considerable amount of decay damage to them. So if they are hit by the orb, you just need to hit them once or twice and they're gonna die. You have to be careful, however, if you're standing here with your orb in the hand and they open the door, you're pretty much dead, because yeah, they're just gonna run in and kill you. But if you have a good timing, throwing the orb and then getting some damage off is never a bad idea. A similar thing can also be done on drop right here. As soon as you hear them taking the orb, you can throw the metal right here. And it hits everyone trying to push up close. Or you can also throw it, I think it bounces off of that one right as well, to get it even deeper in. Other things you can do is to smoke right here and take this space really early, but for that you kind of need a breach stun that goes through right here and stuns everyone here in main. But like that you can either get in a really fast flank or get a free ult orb for your team. For example, if you are on Nico round and your chat is missing one ult orb to get her ult, you can use that to take the space right here and get a free ult orb. Another thing that might work sometimes too is something like this, where you smoke right here, not back here in main, right here, and then you either hide over here, because it is less expected that you are hiding over here. Most of the times the people are gonna walk out and either look towards side, or look behind these boxes, or even spam the boxes. You just have to be aware that the enemies can use a reveal util, for example, the new Tehu drone, a Sova dart, a Fate dog, or just whatever util. If you want to play close here, be aware that that could come through and reveal you, and you're going to be a free kill if you're revealed through your own smoke. But it is a pretty good play to kind of mess up the enemies and give your team more time to rotate over, because like that, as soon as you place a smoke right here, the enemies are going to think you're going to be in it or close to it, and you can then even play back on site and just spam through the smoke from up here to do a lot of damage. One more thing you can do if you hear your teammate from Sands or Rope calling there's a lot of people right here, you can use a smoke up on top of this box to kind of stop them from pushing out. You're just going to be aware they can push over here, so just give them an angle like this. If they walk in, they're going to be a free kill. But you also need to have somebody to hold your main, because if they walk out main, you're gonna be a free kill for them. So it is kind of a risky thing to do. But that is also something you can use on a enemy's retake. A smoke up here is pretty good to stop them from pushing out here. Or if they are pushing out, they're gonna be close here. And close here, they are a pretty free kill from up here, or from backside too. Switching over towards B. On B, I already showed you on my smokes guide. Smoking here is in general a pretty good idea. You can also use a smoke here, just be aware of people coming into tower. One more thing you can do, and it is pretty effective and really unexpected. You all have seen this wall, but you probably don't know that you can shoot through this wall with an Odin. That's why it is really good if the enemies are coming in. You can use a damage orb right here, and then just spray through this wall as soon as they're coming in. You kind of have to know where this spot is right here, so you can always, before you throw your orb, mark it, then throw it, and then spray to the left of it. Like that, you're gonna do a lot of damage to the people in main, and since main is a pretty tight choke point and the people are most likely not gonna go over towards this side, you can maybe get a kill or two from a really unexpected spot, and the enemies are gonna think, yeah, this guy is either pretty cringe, which you obviously don't mind about because you got the kill, you win the your team the round, or they're gonna be like, yeah, bot Odin player, but Odin isn't a bot weapon, it is just a really good weapon to spray through heavy pen walls. This is also really good if you have an Odin to play for spam if they are trying to go on site. There's usually a smoke right here, but if you mark here before you have the mark there, or just spraying through here, these boxes is in general a pretty good idea, or spraying through here is a pretty good idea because the people that are walking in are most likely either going backside to get away from your Odin, or going towards hide behind here the cube, and you're gonna do damage through these boxes. Another smoke you can sometimes use, but it is a pretty situational one, is this one right here. And one way for the people walking out main, if there's a smoke right here, you are going to struggle. So don't use this one way if they are already site and you're trying to go and retake the site. But use this smoke if they are running in without having any smokes, or just running in if they are trying to get down the plant. This is really good because from right here it is pretty hard to see you if they're walking on main. One important thing about her heal and her ult is that you don't have to use them right away. You can wait for a little and then use them later. Or, for example, if you get pushed by 5 people and you get 1 kill and then you die, don't ult, because it's not worth, because you're gonna have 4 other people in front of you that are all waiting for you to get out of your ult and get a free kill. And also don't ult if you die from somewhere really far away. For example, if you are playing here, trying to push out to get more space, and you die from somebody up here. Ulting right here is not really worth it, because you are never going to be fast enough to get up here and kill the person that is going towards side from dish. And it is in general a pretty bad ult if you are really far away from somebody and you can't get the kill. It is based on luck. After that, if you get a kill or just the enemy playing really bad. Switching over towards attack. On attack, you have a couple of options for smokes. Since Clove has smokes that dissipate really fast, you can use a smoke like this one to take a main control. I don't recommend that you do this every round, but a smoke like this one can deter the enemies from peeking a main. This is really good if they are always playing aggressive on a main, and you can hold them for a couple of seconds before they push. You can then also contact up slowly, but I always recommend to have somebody holding the one way. As soon as they are walking out, you can just shoot and they are going to die. And the rest of your team can then get up close and use a Gecko flash or just any flash to take main. I wouldn't recommend that on any other agent than Clove, because Clove has the shortest lasting smokes in the game. And it is in general not the best idea to do this one way, because you're also one-waying your teammates if they are pushing up here. But if they play really aggressive on a main, for example with a Jet on an op or a Chamber on an op, this smoke can be done sometimes. Other than that, smoking up here is a good idea if you want to take sense. You can also open up this door if you hear somebody playing close like this. And you also hit anyone playing close here in this corner with that. This corner is a pretty strong off angle, because most of the times the people are not going to check this corner. And if you are playing defense or even attack and you hear them flanking, you can play in this corner and get some free kills. After you have taken sense, you can then use your second smoke here. And if your smoke recharged, smoke either here, or if you have a no button in drop, smoke here. These 3 smokes are the main smokes to use, and I recommend you just place your smokes, especially right here if you want to take site, here if you want to take sense, and this one on drop if you don't have drop control, so if you have no teammate that is going from dish towards A. Once you have planned that, you can use another one way, which is this one right here. If you're playing up here, the enemies can't really see you, and anyone walking out of CT is gonna be a free kill for you. You gotta be kind of careful about the drop area though, but this one way can be used really effectively if you're playing in this corner. Other ways to re-smoke is to smoke here, or even smoke on top of these boxes as shown on defense to get a one-way on the people coming out of CT. You can also use your orb to stop them from coming in. For example, if you don't have any smokes left, but your teammates are in a pickle while people are pushing out of CT, you can just throw in an orb like this one and kind of stop them from pushing out. If they push out, they're gonna be 2 hit for you and your teammates, and it's gonna be a pretty easy time killing them. Let's say you're coming from dish. From dish, you can use these 2 smokes, one right here and one right here, if your team doesn't come out rope or sands.
Dropping smokes.
This one, the smoke up here, also cuts off anyone from being able to look at you from the rope area right here. So this smoke is pretty good to take a site, just go through here. You have to be kind of careful though, it doesn't cover all of it because there's like a little spot where they can see you from. But in general, these 2 smokes are pretty good to take the space right here. If you smoke at the bottom right here, the people from rope can look over the smoke, and you are going to be some free kills for them if you are not looking over there. So always use the smoke on top, or even smoke all the way behind right here so that people can't really see you. Switching over towards B. On B, you can use a smoke right here and a smoke right here. Those are the 2 default smokes. Always use them. They are the best smokes to take the B site. Don't use a smoke up here in tower. This smoke allows anyone to play in tower and to just hold smoke right here. And it is pretty easy to hold this smoke because you can stay on this side of the smoke, you can stand on the other side of the smoke, and anyone walking in is usually going to die. So this area right here is an area you want to take, so don't smoke it off, or only smoke it off if you are planning to take it later with some more util. Switching over towards arcade. On arcade, I already showed you that this smoke right here. This smoke is okay. I just said, yeah, don't smoke off tower, but this smoke is actually an okay smoke. Because with a smoke like this, it allows your team to either take the orb right here and take the space after. And then you wait for your second recharge smoke to come back, and then you can smoke Chen and Canteen. And then you can take the tower area. To take the tower area, you can use your medal, throw it at this wall, and it's gonna hit anyone holding you from over here. And it is in general a pretty good medal you can use to take tower control. You can also combine that with a breach aftershock or tail mollies. Once you have taken site, you can use a smoke up here on top of Chen to stop anyone behind Chen from pushing out, and you can then hold from here. This angle is a little bad because the people from right here can see you, so you can go all the way back, but it also gives you less vision of your one way. Another thing you can do, if you know somebody is stuck behind Canteen and you have some util, for example a raise nade or a breach aftershock, you can combine that with a medal like this one thrown over the Canteen, thrown over the Chen right here. Just throw it at the wall and it explodes perfectly behind it, hitting everyone in here, and they're gonna be 1 hit from a breach aftershock and also 1 hit to a raise nade, however much HP they have. Another thing you can do is to smoke off really deep, right here in Link.
Drop in a smoke.
I would only recommend that if you have a killjoy ult to take this space, but this smoke right here is pretty good because the enemies that are pushing out have to clear out a lot of corners. You can have, for example, a Raze or a Chet play on top of Jen, and you yourself are playing close. Anyone coming out here is gonna be a free kill for your team because the space right here is pretty hard to retake without using any flashes or other things like that. You can also do the same thing, Killjoy ult, if you place it right, ends right here in defender spawn. And if you place a smoke right here, you can take even more space, but this is again only really worth it with a Killjoy ult, and else you're not going to use this smoke at all. I have to say one thing. If you are a smokes player and you want to play a good smoker, don't play Clove. Clove is a decent agent, she has a lot of good abilities, for example her ability to smoke after death, but in general playing a Clove is just not as good as playing any other smokes. On this map in general, I'd say Viper is the worst smokes, and then Clove. I'd even play a Harbor over a Clove. If you don't play smokes at all, playing a Clove is fine. But if you are a dedicated smokes player, don't play Clove, play any other smokes. This is not to hate on Clove, but Clove smokes are just really bad because they don't hold for too long. And it is really hard to get a lot of value out of the smokes. Other than the smokes not holding for too long, the smokes are also really small, so you are going to struggle to smoke off certain areas. For example, right here, if you place a smoke right here, there's going to be a gap on one of both sides, either right here or right here. Even with placing it as the best way you can, there's going to be a gap right here too. So using Clove smokes is not a thing I recommend if you want to play Valorant at a higher level, but a lot of people in whatever elo you play and play Clove, do what you do best, play whatever agent you want, but if you want to play a good smokes, don't play Clove. If I had to give Clove a rating from S to F, I'd actually give her the B tier. Not because Clove is bad, but there are just better options in the game to play on this map. If your team needs smokes and you don't play any other smokes, a Clove is fine. But in general, just playing any other bubble smokes is better than playing a Clove on this map. That would be it from me. If you have any questions or suggestions which agents I should play next, write them down in the comments. Also, don't forget to add a map so I know which map to play. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, where we reached the 500 sub goal, which is pretty nice, and now thousands are incoming soon. I really hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys very soon. Bye!